Hello students, welcome to Biology Corner. Today we'll discuss the second chapter of class 10 biology, that is the respiration. So let's start. Okay, so before going to the topic, we have already known the food is the basic requirement of the body. Okay, so food is the basic requirement of the body. Food is the basic requirement of the living organism. Okay, and food is the source of fuel. Okay, food is act as a fuel because food provides us what? Food provides us energy. Okay, so food is the basic requirement of the living organism, and food is the source of fuel which provides us energy to perform the various activities. Okay, food provides us energy to perform the various life processes. Okay, and food is also required for the growth and repair of the body. Okay, the second function of the food is food has a required. Okay, food is required for the growth and repair of the body. Growth and repair of the body. So we have discussed food is the basic requirement of the living organism, and food is the source of fuel, or it is the act of fuel. Food is the basic requirement of the living organism, and food is the source of fuel which provides us energy to perform the various life processes. Of the food is also required for the growth and repair of the body. We or most of the living organism require oxygen. Okay, they need oxygen. How? Because they need oxygen to release energy from the food. Okay, or they release energy by burning the food. Okay, so most of the living organism, okay, so most of the living organism need, okay, they need what? Most of the living organism need oxygen, okay, for releasing of energy, okay, by burning the food. Okay, by burning the food. So most of the living organism need oxygen for releasing energy, because this energy is required to carrying out the various life processes. Hence it is essential for the life, it is essential for the survival of the life. Okay, so most of the living organism need oxygen for releasing energy by burning the food or oxidation of the food. So what is respiration? Respiration is a biochemical process. Okay, it is a biochemical process in which releasing of the energy by burning the food. Okay, so you have to write like this: respiration is a biochemical process in which the releasing of the energy by burning the food. Okay, cellular respiration, that means the respiration process takes place inside the body cell. So the cellular respiration means the process in which releasing of the energy inside the body cell is known as the cellular respiration. That means the respiration process is carried in the body cell. Okay, we know the cell is the structural and functional unit of the life. That means all the life processes, all the vital processes takes place inside the body cell. Okay, so cellular respiration means the respiration process in which releasing of the energy takes place inside the body cell. Hence it is known as the cellular respiration. And why the respiration or why the cellular respiration is vital or essential for the living organism? This is a 2-mark question. So you have to write the cellular respiration is essential or vital for the living organism because from the respiration all the energy is released. Okay, energy is released and it is utilized. Okay, it is utilized to carrying out all the vital processes or all the essential life processes for the maintenance of the life. Okay, that's why the respiration is considered as the vital process or essential process for the living organism. Okay, so we have discussed what is respiration, what is cellular respiration, what are the three steps involved in the respiration, what are the waste product or the byproduct of the respiration, what are the byproducts. The byproducts are what, or the waste products are carbon dioxide and water. First is carbon dioxide, this is the real waste product. Okay, and another one is water. Here the carbon dioxide is harmful for all the living organism, whereas water is not harmful for the living organism. Hence the carbon dioxide is considered as the real waste product. Okay, now we'll discuss what is the basic difference in the breathing and in the respiration. Okay, so what is the differences, what are the differences in between the breathing and the respiration. Breathing is the simpler concept, it is the simpler concept, while the respiration is quite complex. Okay, breathing is what, breathing is a physical process. Okay, it is a physical process, while the respiration is a biochemical process. Are students getting me? Okay, so breathing is a simpler process, while respiration is a complex process, and breathing is a physical process, while the respiration is considered as the biochemical process. And what is breathing? Breathing means intake of oxygen, inhale and exhale. Intake of oxygen, removal of the carbon dioxide, this is the breathing mechanism. Intake of the oxygen, removal of the carbon dioxide, this is breathing. This is a physical process, while the respiration means breathing plus releasing of the energy by oxidation of the food or by burning of the food. Both mechanism, breathing, intake of oxygen, removal of the carbon dioxide, with releasing of energy by burning of the wood, burning of the food. Okay, so breathing means inhale and exhale. Okay, but respiration means both breathing and releasing of energy. Okay, releasing of energy by burning of the food, by burning of food. The breathing process takes place inside the lungs, while the respiration takes place the mitochondria of the cell. It takes place in the mitochondria of the cell. Okay, so we have discussed the differences between the breathing and the respiration. Breathing is the simpler concept, while the respiration is quite complex. Breathing means inhale of the oxygen, intake of the oxygen, and the removal of the carbon dioxide, while the respiration means breathing with the oxidation of the food by releasing of the energy. Hence, breathing is the physical process, while the respiration is compared as the biochemical process. The breathing process takes place inside the lungs, while the respiration process takes place in the mitochondria of the living organism or the mitochondria of the cell. Okay. Hello students, now we'll discuss how the energy released during the respiration and is stored. Okay, in the respiration process energy is released, okay, by burning of the food. So how energy is released? Energy is released in the form of ATP. Okay, energy is released and stored in the form of ATP. Again I am repeating, in the process of respiration the energy is released by burning of the food and stored in the form of ATP, and the full form of ATP is adenosine triphosphate. Okay, that means it contains 3 phosphate group. It contains 3 phosphate group. Okay, it contains 3 phosphate groups. Okay, so energy is released during the respiration and is stored in the form of ATP, and the full form of ATP is adenosine triphosphate. It contains 3 phosphate group. Okay, and in the previous class, in our 9th class, we have already known that ATP is known as the energy currency of the cell. Why? Because all the energy is released and stored in the form of ATP during cellular respiration. Hence ATP is considered as the energy currency of the cell. Okay, and the energy is released in the form of ATP. Okay, so ATP is a high energy content cell. It is high energy content present inside the cell. Okay, so how ATP is released? When one molecule of what? When one molecule of ADP. One molecule of ADP. So what is ADP? The full form of ADP is adenosine diphosphate. It is adenosine diphosphate. That means it contains two phosphate group. Okay, and it is also present inside the what? It is also present inside the cell. It is also present inside the cell, and it is low energy content. Okay, it is low energy content. Okay, it contains two phosphate group. When one molecule of ADP combine with one molecule of inorganic phosphate, okay, which is denoted as PI. So what is the meaning of PI? It is inorganic phosphate. Okay, when one molecule of ADP or adenosine diphosphate, which is a low energy content, it is consists of two phosphate group, combined with one molecule of PI or inorganic phosphate, it gives rise to what? And some amount of what? And some amount of energy. Some amount of energy. Okay, which is released in respiration process. Okay, so when one molecule of ADP is combined with inorganic phosphate and some amount of energy, it gives rise to one molecule of ATP. Okay, again I am repeating, students, we have already known the energy is released during the cellular respiration, and it is being stored in the form of ATP. And ATP is adenosine triphosphate. It is a high energy content consisting of three phosphate group. Okay, so how ATP is being formed or being released? When one molecule of ADP or adenosine diphosphate, it is a low energy content present inside the cell, which is adenosine diphosphate, and low energy content present inside the cell, combined with one inorganic phosphate, which is denoted as or represented as PI, and some amount of energy which is released during the respiration, then the ATP is formed. Okay, and the ATP molecule is broken down, then one molecule of ADP, one molecule of inorganic phosphate, and some amount of energy is released, which is 30.5 kilojoule energy. Okay, when one molecule of ATP is broken down, then one molecule of ADP with one molecule of inorganic phosphate and 30.5 kilojoule of energy is released. Okay, the inorganic phosphate means one phosphorus and one oxygen gives rise to inorganic phosphate. Okay, so we have discussed how the energy is released and stored. We know the energy is released in the form of ATP, and the ATP is adenosine triphosphate. It is 3 phosphate group. It is high energy content. Okay, and present inside the cell. Okay, when one molecule of ADP, which is adenosine diphosphate, with 2 phosphate group, okay, low energy content present inside the cell, combined with one molecule of inorganic phosphate, which consists of one phosphorus group and one oxygen group, and some amount of energy which is released during the respiration, it forms the ATP. Okay, and that means when ADP plus inorganic phosphate plus what? Energy combine, it gives rise to ATP. When the ATP broken down, when the ATP is broken down, it gives rise to ADP, inorganic phosphate, and 30.5 kilojoule. Okay. So the inorganic phosphate is 1 phosphorus plus 1 oxygen. So we have already discussed how the energy is released and stored. Okay, that's why the ATP is known as the energy currency of the cell. So students, we have discussed what is respiration, what are the byproducts during the respiration, what is cellular respiration, okay, what are the basic differences between the breathing and the respiration, and how the energy is released and stored. So today this much, and I hope you all students like it and you understand it. And if you have any doubt regarding this topic, then ask me in the comment box. Thank you. Have a good day. Stay safe and stay healthy.